I'm RDV. I've got Tiny Tim here with me.
Hello there, folks. I'm Tiny Tim 78, and we're going to be going on an adventure with a Pikmin today.
This camera guy makes you look really small.
I always look small, so it's fine.
Sure. Let's, welcome to All Fruits. We're going to be doing the game story mode. All Fruits is basically the 100% of this category. I'm going to be clearing this fall, so we actually have a fall to run on. So the game has 3 difficulties. We can go over what they mean in a moment, but we'll be running on normal. So if people can give me a countdown, we will start the run at go.
Okay,
right.
Here we go then. We're going to count down from 3, 2, 1, go! Good luck!
Alright, so this is Pikmin 3 Deluxe on the Switch. This is actually the Switch port of Pikmin 3. It originally released on Wii U, which if you look at the game's visuals, I wouldn't be able to say that because, like, you know, it looks really good even 10 years later. So we're starting off playing as Charlie here, and we're just going to go through this tutorial area where we meet the Pikmin. This game actually starts out introducing you to the yellow Pikmin first, which is a bit different. But we'll get into the differences when it's probably appropriate.
We're just whistling and throwing here, just the basic mechanics of the Pikmin here.
I'm also skipping lots and lots of cutscenes. Luckily, this game has the option to skip them because there's a lot of them. Yeah. Although not as much as Pikmin 4.
Yeah, run would be a lot longer if we didn't have the ability to skip the cutscenes, so it certainly helps.
For sure. So to talk a bit about the story of this game, so the idea is that all of these 3 playable characters that we'll be playing at came from this planet called Kopai. Charlie here being the captain who, in this cutscene, it gets into that there's this monster following him. We kind of skip the cutscene. He gets eaten.
We'll see what happens. Well, we'll rescue him later. He's not dead, folks. Please, spoilers. We hope not.
So now we are playing the elf section of this day, and we're meeting the red Pikmin. And they're onion stuck, and they want us to help them. Again, this day is pretty much just a tutorial on how to play the game. One thing you can do in this game that's new is charging. In the original 2 Pikmin games, you would swarm using the C-stick. But in this game, the C-stick is just used to control the camera, as opposed to, or well, the right stick. It's not a C-stick here. Yeah, so because these Pikmin aren't that fast, we could just kind of push them forward.
Give them a bit of a hand there.
Give a bit of a speed boost.
They're building a bridge here.
The most important tech in the game.
And the way this works is that once you throw your Pikmin over there and they start picking up the bridge pieces, they'll just keep going until the bridge is completed. But we can just give them a little helping hand by giving them a wee nudge there. There you go. That's all the last bridge pieces on their way. Just push them along there.
Oh, there we go. There's actually a bug here where if I whistle, the whistle will actually get teleported to me, so I can immediately whistle them and I don't walk back. It's just my tiny optimization. And this section of the game is just all about growing Pikmin. I'm gonna see if I can get rid of some of these guys. They're a bit hard to hit. Okay, one more. Okay, no double kill, but yeah, we got 3 of them. That's good enough. So yeah, we'll just be growing Pikmin here, which is this is basically the main gameplay loop of the game, where you got Pikmin. If you bring back these pellet posies, you grow more Pikmin. If you bring back enemy corpses, you can harvest them for more seeds. Yeah, that's basically the main gameplay loop going on here. Pikmin do tasks, you grow Pikmin.
As we've already seen, the different Pikmin have different colours and they have different abilities. And the red ones here, they are the fire-resistant Pikmin. And technically, well, we've seen the yellow ones already, but these are the first ones, the first main Pikmin that we have. And that's their little onion there, which is their little sort of base. What would you call it?
The little, like,
home?
The mothership.
Yeah.
What I would probably call it. It's, you know, they're aliens in a way, so I mean...
And then just bringing these pellets back here.
So could you do a little recap on the story, Tim?
Yeah, surely.
Let's see how much you've learned.
Yeah, okay, no problem at all.
This is the test.
It is indeed. So, the Pikmin 3, this story, you have our 3 explorers here. Basically, they've set off to try and find a new planet. Well, to try and find a planet to get some resources from, because their own planet is running out, essentially. And they found the Pikmin planet, and they set off with the 3 explorers. You've got Charlie, Alf, and Brittany, and they were on their spaceship. And unfortunately, they're not very good at travel, and they crashed on the planet when they got there. They got there in one piece, but then they crashed, and they've all been split up. So we saw Charlie get, well, we'll find out that he got consumed. And currently Alf here is using these Pikmin. We're charging this wall down here. And then we're going to find Brittany hopefully soon. And later on in the game, we're going to have all 3 commanders at the same time. So we can swap back and forth between them. You'll notice at the bottom left of the screen here, we've just got Alf at the moment. Skipping another cutscene there. And that's actually the end of that first day.
If you're familiar at all with Pikmin, there's the gameplay part of the gameplay loop is that each day also has a time limit because Pikmin will perish during the night. So we kind of want to try and save as many as we can. Unfortunately, in the route, it works out that we can't save everyone, but we'll be trying. So starting from the next day, we'll actually have a time limit. And depending on how much fruit you recover, actually determines how many days you can play in the game. We'll be doing, hopefully this will be a 10-day run. But
It will be.
RNG and stuff like that will have to decide that.
So every day, you also notice there, every day we go to, we use up a bit of juice. And theoretically, you have to have enough juice, obviously, to keep exploring. Juice is not going to be an issue in the speedrun.
Oh, yeah, no. It's going to look like a bit of an issue at the beginning. Once we get to the actual part where we do a lot of fruit collecting, you will just see that number get really, really high. We will not run out.
And later on, we'll spend all the time between levels squishing our fruit, making juice.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll be plenty of time for donations during that. Okay, so we're now moving on to the second day when we are looking to find Brittany. So setting up the Pikmin here. There they go.
And this particular segment really shows off, really introduces what Pikmin's all about. It's a lot of multitasking and just getting your Pikmin to do tasks at the same time. So I'm going to toss these guys over the bridge to get them to charge onto this wall and get them started on that, so that once I'm ready to get there, that wall will be destroyed. There will be a lot of stuff like that in this run, where I'm trying to basically eliminate the bottlenecks that I'm going to be dealing with.
The routing is quite precise, and as RDV says, there's so much going on later on when we get to the later half of the run. The first half of the run is actually quite straightforward, because all we're really doing here is hitting the main story beats, hitting the main story plot points to advance the story and progress the game. But then what we have to do, because we're running the all fruits category, is we then come back to most of the areas, we revisit, and we pick up all the fruit, and that's when it gets interesting. In terms of a gameplay, because you're doing so much at once and you're having to multitask, and it's quite impressive. It's very, very good indeed. Right,
Let's see if we can get
here.
this. This guy's a bit random for it could be, but he's in a good location, so he can get 1 extra Pikmin. All right, the bridge is now finished. Reason I dismissed them, even though it looks weird there, is because they can actually get stuck on that bridge. If you don't, they just kind of like get glued to it for a moment. And the wall just got destroyed as... let me just make sure that moves. Okay, it's moving. All right. So we'll be actually collecting our first fruit here. It's a strawberry. Just going to toss a couple Pikmin over there to do that. There's a glass wall here that prevents us from progressing. And, well, these Pikmin can't really do anything about that wall. But... luckily for us, conveniently, there's a Pikmin type here that can, but we have to rescue them first because they're stuck inside this jellyfish.
Yeah, we'll pop the jelly here.
Oh, okay, nice. It is what it is.
Oh, there we go. Oh, a bit more. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, it's being recalcitrant today.
Yeah.
There we go.
This guy can just be a pain.
There it goes.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right, so we got the rock Pikmin. Design-wise, I think these are my favorites because they're just rocks.
They've got the little flower in the coming out the head. They're great. And that activates the rock onion.
Yes, we now got a new onion, new Pikmin type. So that's the text box for the fruit getting back.
No.
All right, and now we have 14 rocks. We will actually not be growing that many rocks in this run, I just realized. But they are very useful. For example, their main mechanic is that they're a bit stronger, and they can break these glass walls. So if you throw a red Pikmin, it will actually latch onto an enemy. The rocks will just kind of bounce off. So the idea is that they just have like one really good attack. All right, let's see if I can count here.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. There's another strawberry over here. We don't really want to go to this part of the map, so we're just going to get that moving. They're just going to automatically path it back to base. There we go. And now certain events in the game like that, like certain cutscenes actually teleport us. So now I'm back right next to where we found Brittany. So we now have 2 captains, so we can switch between the 2. Which you're going to see a lot of crazy switching back and forth later. Right now it's going to be really tame. The more you watch, the more exciting the run will be.
It gets. You can barely see it on the bottom of the map there. It's just gone off it. But the fruit is wobbling its way back. The Pikmin are taking it back to the onion, and that fruit will just sort of make its way back automatically. You'll also notice these little yellow sort of spinning card, like SD card sort of things here. These are the data files we will not be picking. Well, we'll pick a couple of them up just as we go, but most of the time we won't be going out of our way to pick those up because they're just basically story beats and whatever, and we want to go fast.
Yeah. Here's a really dangerous strat that you can do. So you're supposed to build a bridge, and this saves like a couple seconds. You can just kind of... Pikmin can't swim. Although I'm going to try and make you believe otherwise. In this mode, it's pretty easy to get them over. We haven't actually talked about the different difficulty modes.
Yeah.
See if I can do this. I just want to whistle the... There we go. I whistled most of the leaves. One thing that's different between the Wii U version and the Switch version of this game is that there's a lot more of these eggs around that contain nectar, which flower Pikmin are much faster. So despite the fact it might look a bit slow for me, like to take Pikmin off this wall, which will, take longer to break down, they will be much faster, and it's worth it because we're going to be carrying something back after this. I want to, in the meantime, put some Pikmin on you, and then there's this go here function where you can automatically make a captain just walk to a location on the minimap. Again, later in the run, we will go nuts with that.
Very handy.
That's the first real instance of me using it. Up here, we have the first boss. Basically, we traced a signal coming from here, and we're like, maybe it could be our Captain Charlie. And it's revealed that it is not Captain Charlie, and if it is, he looks a bit different.
Yeah, it's this wonderfully looking gribbly thing here. We're going to smash its tail, first of all, which is going to break its armor, and now we can attack its tail. And it can be quite RNG, but it seems to be behaving itself.
What it does here is RNG. Yes, that's good RNG. So he could just give you a whole room tour. He didn't do that.
There he goes.
If he really wants to, he could waste minutes. He didn't. That was pretty much as fast as I could hope for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a moment for a donation?
Yeah, right now we have a bit of downtime. So if the host has anything to say, now's your chance.
All right. Very nice. Thank you. I have a 25 € donation here from Cap.
Yeah.
Saying, RDV speedrun with Tiny Tim on commentary. Never had I expected to see such a legendary duo. Good luck on the run and fingers crossed for a marathon PB. Let's go.
Thank you so much.
Is a marathon PB just like the best time you've achieved during a run, or does he mean like getting just a regular PB during a run? If he means marathon PB, like I've never done this at a marathon. This is a first for me. All right.
Doing a little bit.
Thank you for the generous donation. Very
Multitasking
kind.
here.
Oh, right.
They're picking that phone up, bringing it back.
I'm gonna put these Pikmin here so they hopefully carry. They hopefully latch onto the fruit that we're carrying back. Speaking of this about as like a legendary co-op, I remember like the reason we started doing these like co-coms is all because you just walked up to me one day and one was like, "Hey, can I co-commentate your Donkey Kong Country game?"
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I was like, I want to actually speak about this game because I know this game, and I was like, and RDV was like, yeah, okay, and I ended up commentating for Donkey Kong Country Trouble Freeze, and it was you and Recult and Snowdog. Yes. And it was actually, I think, the first game I ever did a commentary for. I think the first speedrun I ever did a commentary for.
Oh, you did?
It was, yes.
It's an honor.
It was, yeah, definitely. That was at BSG Annual 2019. So now this is the end of the day again, and what you're going to see in here is we're seeing a bit of onion absorption here. The rock onion and the red onion have combined.
Another thing I should probably mention is you saw me call off the Pikmin on the fruit. We didn't actually get it back, despite the fact this was all fruits. Because we'll be revisiting the areas, we'll be getting a lot of the fruit later. So that one we're just setting up for later. It's a lot closer to base, so it's not nearly as much out of the way as if we just left it in the boss arena. I also walked to certain places so I can use the go here function later. But you'll be seeing that on day 6. But first, we have some crazy days ahead of us first.
Yep. We've picked up some juice there, as you can see. Bringing those fruits back mean we get more juice. That is, as we mentioned earlier, not going to be an issue. We've juiced and we're all juiced up and good to go now. So moving on to day 3, which is the next story. I think this is where we're going to go and rescue Charlie. Is that correct?
That would be correct.
Yep.
Small spoiler, but...
Yep. Well, we're going to find out what happened to him. Put it that way.
Yeah. As you can see from the, the thumbnails for this make this pretty, the thumbnail pictures make it pretty obvious what we're going to do here, who we're going to meet here. It's the area we saw on day 1.
And this game is so charming. Yeah, it's so charming. I mean, even the font is just so, it's very unique. It's great. Also,
we crashed again, and now Brittany's stuck in this cave. We kind of skipped that cutscene because it's faster.
Yeah. Now, this is a yellow Pikmin doing their thing. They are electric, so they're resistant to electricity, but they can also power cables, etc. And you also throw them higher. So there's the yellow onion. We've now officially got our yellow Pikmin on board.
Yeah, and any percent, it's actually possible to skip this onion entirely. There's like an out of bounds skip you can do it. It's really hard. But because this is all fruits and we want to get all the fruits, we don't really do that because it's just not faster too. Because we need them.
Yeah. You can see the height on them there when you throw them around.
Yeah, you throw them way higher. I can't tell if that came in early or came in late.
Now, the little numbers here, just to point out for those who may be not familiar with the game, basically the numbers indicate how much it's need to move it is the bottom number, and then how many Pikmin you've actually got on it is the top number. And certain objects like fruit, for example, will move faster when you've got more Pikmin on them, which will come into play later on.
Yeah, general rule of thumb is more Pikmin are either faster or stronger. The bigger the number, the faster and the stronger they are together.
Okay, first sort of glitch trick here.
Yeah, we're out of bounds. We're not supposed to walk up that wall. I made that look really seamless. Walking up that wall you'll probably get it really quickly. It's not that hard, but it's also not as easy as I'm making it look. You can't just hold up and that's it.
Yeah, this is all out of bounds.
There's an invisible
as well.
wall that you can clip through by walking into this route in a specific way.
Brilliant.
Right now we're out of bounds. We're not supposed to be here. There's invisible walls all around us. And that's actually kind of scary here because they try and stop you from doing these things. So there's a bunch of invisible walls right here that I'm scared of. So, okay.
Nice. Yep. That's good.
I don't have all 20 on there yet. So okay, there we go.
There
nice.
Go.
Okay,
Very
that could have been I had to retry the day kind of mistake if they got stuck there.
That was great.
There's a couple things in all fruits. All fruits is a really unforgiving category at times. So stuff like that will be in the run. So now that we're over here, we can just get started on moving some fruit closer. We didn't really talk about the main gimmick of this day, which is that Elf and Brittany are separated again, and there's this big bridge that you're supposed to build. We're not doing that.
I'm not going to do that slow.
So actually, we're going to do a really cool trick we're going to use a lot. Can you explain to him?
Yes, we're going to use the captain clip here. Is that correct?
No, long whistle.
Long whistle.
The
long whistling, right, okay. Sorry, the long whistling, basically what that means is that when you're going over into a screen transitioning, you can whistle the Pikmin, and it will teleport them from where they are. The whistle takes effect, and it teleports the Pikmin to you as you go through the transition, basically.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Is that good? Yeah. Good, I got it right.
Yeah. As long as Pikmin are considered in your squad, they will come with you wherever they're on the map. They will take like maybe 5 seconds or so to lose you, so you've got that amount of time to basically go through a loading zone. This area looks familiar if you've seen the beginning of this run. This is where Charlie got eaten, right here. So we're gonna find out what happened to him.
Just love the lighting effects in here.
Yeah, no, this game looks great. The fact that this is a Wii U game, like you wouldn't be able to tell, I think. During that cutscene, we would have been exposed to the creature that ate Charlie. Oh, nice. They actually had really smart pathing there.
And grew
Nice.
that bit as well. Yeah.
So the entire gimmick of this boss fight is you need yellows to connect these wires, and this guy really doesn't like lights, so it reveals him.
He's really gribbly. Look at him. Yeah. I just absolutely love how the Pikmin just charge these great big huge monsters, and they just, yeah, I think it's brilliant. And then you're using your yellows, and this guy has an issue with the light, and then you can jump on him.
That was a true cycle. Nice.
There
okay.
he goes. There
that
he
was
goes.
really, really smooth.
And then, yeah, Charlie is okay. He wasn't digested. He comes out from the inside the beastie. So
Yeah, to explain bosses a little bit, they have set phases. They're supposed to have set damage caps. However, we're playing on the normal mode, and it's possible to skip certain damage caps. So with that boss fight, you usually need 20 yellows because there's these wires that you need 20 for, and there's like that's a shame. That one was
lost
not
a pick, man.
Oh well, as long as it's fine. As long as it's not a rock, I'll be fine.
another onion merge here. So we're now getting our yellow Pikmin into the fold.
Yeah, I guess we could take this opportunity real quick to just explain the bosses tiny bit and the difference between the modes, because we haven't really touched on that. So we're speedrunning on the normal mode, which days are longer, which are not really relevant. If they wouldn't be longer, we would still be able to do what we need to do during the day. So there's normal mode, hard mode, and ultra spicy. Hard mode is just the Wii U version. That's just the baseline version. Normal mode, the one we're playing on, is in fact just an easier mode, and it halves enemy health. Pikmin take much longer to drown, so a lot of those strats are easier, where you just try and
whistle them across. Yeah.
And then, so did I miss anything? I feel like I missed something. I feel like I missed one detail. Oh, what Pikmin died? I didn't check. As long as I
What
end on
Pikmin
56.
died? I'm not
yes.
sure what died.
I didn't check. It's gonna be fine though. It's only one. I'll be able to back up whatever. If it's yellow, it's totally fine. In fact, I might prefer it in a weird way.
On to day 4 here, we're going to following another signal here now.
Oh yeah, we found out that we were missing the cosmic drive key. Nice amount from the game.
Yeah, we can't go home without it. So that's
Oh, we lost the yellow. That's fine.
that's the main one.
That
Hey,
is,
the Pikmin are out. There we go. Right.
We're gonna start off this day by tossing Charlie over, and we need 56. Okay. Could you explain this day a bit, Tim?
Yes, yeah. All we're going to be doing, as I say, we're just going to continue forward here. We're charging that wall there, doing a little bit of... Now, the captains here are in the water, and they can swim, but the Pikmin can't swim. However, we're doing the captain clip here, which is basically we're picking up and dropping our captain
There we go.
through the wall, basically, which was managed there, and that will then get him where he shouldn't be at this point. And we can then swap back over in a minute. Looking at that wall.
Did you see that Pikmin? It just flew.
Yeah, we've got a
I kind of need him.
Yeah, he's kind of in the water. Yeah. Oh, no. There we go. Got him. Yeah.
Yes, okay, he lives. He
There we
lives.
go. He
I
didn't
saved
drown.
him.
Yeah.
For any Pikmin fans, that will be the only Pikmin I will save because the Pikmin rounding is really tight here.
Yep. No, we needed to make sure we saved that. We needed that one. And there we go. Swapping back over to Alf here.
This movement might look weird, but there's literally a story trigger here to get rid of an invisible wall that's right in front of this in front of this box.
We're just going to push that box over.
Because again, they try and stop you from doing all kinds of skips. They're not very successful at it. I love this game though. No shade. No shade. It was a good attempt.
Yeah.
We're speedrunners.
Okay, there we go then. We're now going to find the... Oh, no, there's a bomb there.
Yeah, okay, I put some Pikmin on a dirt mound where they're digging out bombs that we're going to be using later in the day. We're actually going to do a boss fight here, but most of it's going to be off-screen.
Yes.
You like to explain what's going to go on here?
Yeah, basically you're going to be setting it up so that the boss is going to be... and you're going to basically be swapping between captains while the boss fight is happening, essentially. You're not really going to see much of the boss. And then you're going to move the bombs over to kill the boss. Is that use the bombs on the boss here?
No, I don't.
You don't. Right. Okay.
I messed up a bit on the routing.
Okay, there's the boss.
I'm supposed to have these rocks, and then I'm supposed to... I think I'm just going to delay what I'm doing.
Okay, that's fine. Again,
yeah, I need to back this up real quick.
okay. The multitasking is coming into play here. So you've now got the 3 captains, and you're having to sort of bounce back and forth between them, and you're getting multiple sort of Pikmin to do different tasks at the same time, and it's and this boss obviously is doing its thing as well. There it is, big worm. Okay.
This is a bit different than what I'm used to. I'm missing a rock.
Got 11 rocks.
I think I'm fine. Oh, we're just gonna switch back. Timing's a bit weird right now.
Okay. As you can see, it's pretty tight. It's quite precise in the sort of swapping back and forth and getting the right Pikmin in the right place. And oh, here we go. Oh, big worm. Ah.
Oh, we finished him off. Okay, nice.
Oh, nice.
All right, so now this will look really satisfying if you like seeing a lot of Pikmin carry a lot of things. So this boss was carrying a watermelon. We're gonna carry that all back to base.
Yep.
And then we're gonna use the go here function to send Alf back, and then we're just gonna continue on what we're gonna do here. I'm just gonna put more Pikmin here actually because I'm a bit later than I'm supposed to be. Oh, don't hit the bombs.
Ooh.
Okay, didn't hit the bombs. Didn't hit the bombs.
Oh.
That would have been tragic.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna wait a little bit. Okay. Yeah, there we go.
And what's happening here, you'll have noticed it already, but we're doing it quite a bit here, is setting things up for later on. So there's fruit on the move, and there's all things on the move. All those bits of watermelon are on the move. I believe those come back just now, do they not? But some fruit will be left, and when we come back later on, it'll be in the same position, and we can then just pick it up later on. So, in addition to fulfilling the story triggers...
I was a bit scared of that guy. He was going to blow fire, and if the fire hits the bomb, you could probably imagine what happens.
In addition to hitting the main story plot points here, we're also doing a lot of setup for later on, making sure that the fruit is in the right place, so it's a lot easier and quicker to pick it up later. So that there's a lot of that going on.
Is that too far behind him?
Bomb. So,
got
him.
Perfect.
Yeah, got him.
Gonna get the yellows to work on this.
Yep. Obviously, those electrified fences there, only the yellow Pikmin can work on those. Otherwise, they would get fried.
Yeah, so the biggest rule of thumb during the speedrun is we're trying to get as much done at the same time as possible. Pikmin that aren't moving are Pikmin that could have been spent doing stuff.
Yeah.
Pikmin died somewhere, but that's fine. I know where.
Sort of jellyfish sort of thing here.
Just gonna wait for him to move, otherwise I'm just gonna miss anyway. There we go.
Goes. That's him out. Drops the fruit.
There's 3 more bombs here, which I'm gonna need. And go 2 on you. That's not what I preferred. All right, so this section is a bit annoying. Trying to.
Yeah, so we've got this horrible crab here. Oh.
Ooh, maybe he's in a good position. Don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move. Stay, stay, stay.
Ooh,
okay, 2 Pikmin sacrificed for that, but 1 sacrifice for that. That red's a trooper. All right.
Blew that crab up.
All right, it's boss time.
Okay.
Classic Pikmin boss. It's a spider.
Yep, it's a big hairy spider. And what we're doing here is we're using bombs on the feet. And once all the feet have been blown up at least once, that will unveil the middle of the boss here, which we can then just jump on and give it a hard time. And hopefully it'll go down quickly enough. Chucking some Pikmin at it there. There it goes. And that's it.
Did I send Brittany back? I don't remember if I did. I did. There she is.
So that's that boss is gone.
Why is this not done? Okay, well, I mean, if the host just wants to read anything out, now would be a fine time to do so.
I can definitely do that. You know how we're collecting juice in the game? You know, maybe we need some more donation juice.
Yeah, I see that there.
I feel not that we're running out of donation juice in here. That would be very terrible. So I hope that you people at home can help us. That we're not gonna be running out of donation juice in here. We also have some fantastic upcoming incentives. For example, we've got a bonus run coming up later tonight. We need to reach 4,000 euros for that. That is 350 euros more. We can get there. We just need to make sure that we do not run out of donation juice. And yeah, back to you guys.
All right, now for a fun section of the game, the juicing of the fruit. One of the reasons I kept playing this game in English, it's not the optimal language, but most people could probably read it, and you can read the names.
Yes.
That's why I did it. So whenever these cutscenes, they're a bit lengthy, and I think this makes them a tiny bit more interesting because they have really creative names.
Yeah, some of the names are very, very cool. We're juicing up our fruit here. A bit of juicy gaggle going on here. There we go. As you can see, our juice supply is definitely quite decent.
Yeah, we could finish the rest of the game with this. And we're at day 4. There's 6 more in-game days left if everything goes according to plan, you know?
Okay, so...
all the fruit got in, that's important. So there is a fair amount of RNG in this run. In that particular stage, there's like these green bugs that can be roaming around that can stop your fruit. All 4 that I was supposed to get that day got in. Sometimes that doesn't happen. But today was not one of those days.
Okay.
The next day is going to be a really complicated one.
Yes.
You remember which one's? Twilight River. It's the one with the 2 rivers.
Okay.
The winged Pikmin.
Time to get the notes out for this one.
Yeah.
So quite lots going on here. In fact, this is where the run starts to really start to get a little bit more complicated.
I think definitely day 4 is already like a lot more complicated than the previous days, but it gets worse or better depending on how you look at it. All right, 83 Pikmin.
Yep. That should be correct.
Okay, I'm just gonna focus on this beginning section and then.
Yep, no worries. Just setting up the Pikmin there. There you go, 83. The distribution is important of the different types here. We're now going to be picking up a new Pikmin type fairly shortly. Just going to pop up here. One thing I'd like to draw your attention to, if you've not seen it already, we're doing another captain clip here.
This one's not being as nice. Okay.
Yeah, it's being a wee bit more tricky, but we've...
Those captain clips, those captain clips are relatively precise.
I'm doing the
Enemies are most patrols,
water walking Pikmin there to get them across without drowning.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh.
Got him.
Oh,
saved him.
Yeah,
Saved him.
nasty Spudo there. Right, that opens up another onion, which is our winged Pikmin, which are the most OP Pikmin in the game.
Oh yeah, you're gonna if you like Pikmin at all, I feel like you're gonna like what we're gonna be doing with these. Can I make that? They're both in the way. Should only get rid of one. Yeah, you know what? We're off cycle anyway. I'm just gonna focus on this first.
We'll do a bit of throwing over here. We're biting this lily pad, and at the same time, we're doing something else over here. So more multitasking, quite a lot of multitasking going on here. Now, as I was mentioning, draw your attention to the top of the screen there. You'll see the little sort of dots along the top, and then there's a little sun, and that is our timer. That's our day, and you'll see it moving along. Now, as we mentioned earlier on, this difficulty level gives us plenty of time, and time will not be an issue during the speed run.
I feel like one thing I just kind of glossed over entirely is the fact that I've been doing this trick called pluck canceling during these growing sections. So you can just kind of skip the animation of you plucking the Pikmin and just getting it automatically, like getting it out of the ground, like without you being there. If you just start it and cancel the animation. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. That's fine. All right. That's something I've been doing in every growing section. Whenever I'm manually growing the Pikmin, I need to watch out for this guy. He's menacing. If he blows on the bombs, for whatever reason, they explode. I don't get it, but you know what?
Yep.
Let's just avoid that situation.
Yeah, bombs are, as you might expect, a bit explosive, and they react badly when you hit them with stuff.
I could have maybe gotten on that lily pad, but it's a marathon and we're playing it safe.
Yep.
We're just playing it safe.
Yep. There we go.
There's some really weird stuff that can happen in this area with the wings where you just lose them and they're weird. So I'm just gonna try and avoid that situation. He almost became a problem. Did you see that? Tossed off my Pikmin. Usually it never does that. We're also playing as Charlie for a really important reason. During this routing, I made sure that Charlie is my main playable character right now. And you'll see in the next room why. That's where we do a variant of the captain clip. Do I have less Pikmin with me? I think I do. That's not good. Got all the wings. That's important. I'm missing a yellow. I think. No, never mind. He's got a bomb. That's what's going on.
As you can see, it's very, very difficult sometimes to keep track of what's going on. You're trying to think about how many Pikmin you've got, different types, and who's got them. And it's very big brain, I have to say. Partly big brain for me, but we're doing quite well here.
Can you explain this trick?
Yep, this is the...
It's just a variant of the captain clip.
It's the captain clip again, yep.
Oh, nice. I got it first try. It's actually really tight.
Putting them right through. That's a really good one because obviously you're forcing them through the scenery there. And that is tricky, but it saves a lot of time. It makes things a lot easier. Basically, there's a whole load of barriers and bridges and things in these levels, and quite a few of them we're just not doing because we're using out of bounds or captain clips or various other sort of tricks to get round things.
Okay, I called a Pikmin. Sometimes you lose them because they're like awkward on the bridge. All right, so we did another long whistle to get everyone over here. I think this boss is called the Maestro Scornet, something like that. Something Scornet.
The bosses have got very fascinating names. It's a bee. I'm just going to call it the bee boss. And lots of little bees as well. So, yeah, not the bees. But as I said, the bosses in this game are very, very creative. I think they're fantastic.
That's fine. One thing I neglected is that there was a flower earlier on that had berries on it that were red. Oh, he's gonna shake them off, but there we go.
Yeah, you've used the juice there, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which powers up the Pikmin. If you get 10 of those berries, then you get an ultra spicy spray, which makes Pikmin a lot stronger. Which is how, and the winged Pikmin are really really weak, so they could use it during this fight. Unfortunately, some of those Pikmin will have to be sacrificed because keeping track of all of those Pikmin that are on the berries, they could be anywhere along the path. So we won't be doing that. Coming up soon is the worst trick in the game. It is by far just, in any percent it's the worst, and it's even worse in this category because you not only have to clip one thing through, you have to clip two things through. You'll see what we're talking about in just a moment. Oh, come on.
There's two items quotes that need to be clipped through here. One of them isn't too bad, but the other one's smaller, and it is a bit more of an issue.
So to explain a tiny bit about the story at this point, so we're carrying back who the captains think is Olimar, because he supposedly has our cosmic drive key. Ooh, he's looking good. He's looking good. He's looking good.
Oh, there
he's fall.
There
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
That was good.
That is really.
That was really
good.
Yeah. He was through really quickly there. That was good.
Get on. We're gonna try and get more Pikmin on there. And then now we're gonna do the second of these clips.
Yeah. I like this one. This one's good.
Yeah,
it looks really good. Right. So the reason that boss is there is basically to help us with this clip. And then basically what's going to happen is we're going to push the fruit just through like this. It's obviously not supposed to do this. And there it goes.
Oh my,
that
okay.
was really
this
good.
This was easily the most jank thing in the game. And we just...
Yeah, just blitzed it. Yeah.
That was awesome.
That was really, really good.
That was really good.
Well done.
I'm just going to save these Pikmin. Now we just got to... Honestly, now we just have to wait for Louis to get in. I am usually not in a scenario where that's relevant.
Yep. That was really, really good.
I'm just going to call these off the fruit already.
Yep.
I'm just that early.
Yeah, we'll get that fruit later on.
We're going to put a yellow on here because for some reason... Oh, he's back now. Okay. Now we're going to save all of these Pikmin.
Hey,
5. That's
5.
Yeah, it is what it is. So... Because the reason I put a yellow Pikmin on that fruit that was behind that gate is because the only way to get past that gate is to blow it up with 3 bombs, which you can probably imagine is quite time-consuming, because so far we've only found it in, like, dirt mounds. You have to dig it up, and then you have to go there, and then that time could be spent getting other fruit. So what we're doing there is, for some reason, with the game's, like, pathing waypoint system, there's just no point placed inside of that little area where the fruit is. So because a Pikmin was holding it, it's going to save the fruit's location, and it does that by putting it along the waypoints. So because there's no one in there, when we get back here for the revisit to actually 100% this area, the fruit will actually just respawn right in front of the gate. We have a quick moment for donation, before we have a complicated day coming up.
All right, I have 5 euros from Nepomuk. Here's some donation juice. Can I get a fruit smoothie, please?
I have got plenty. You can have a lot of my juice. There's so many juice bottles.
Now,
Thank you.
This is where the number of Pikmin in each day is important. So I'm checking them out here to make sure we've got the right numbers.
I can speak over it. That's really nice.
Yep, I've got it here. So we're going to make sure that this is sorted. Lots of storyline going on here, as is the case with most speedruns. Unfortunately, we do skip the story. I was able to watch through a lot of it last night, and it was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. Right, Pikmin.
I know the numbers. You can explain the story if you want.
Okay.
I'll just do
You've
what
got
I need
the
to
numbers?
do.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So what we're doing here is we are cloning the winged Pikmin here. Basically using this menu. We're calling them out, cancelling it, and then calling again. And basically the way it works is that you end up getting
That's some feedback on the stick.
winged Pikmin that actually technically we don't have. So it's a little trick here.
Yeah, I need to do something different
Oh.
than I usually do because I messed up the count.
Okay.
Did I do it correctly?
Let's see.
Hold up. I'll just go, I'm pretty sure I made this mistake. I'm just gonna go for this. If not, I have just an extra winged. I'm gonna have to get rid of.
All right. Yep. That's fine. Just means.
Okay, no, okay, yeah. The count was just weird in the onion because I'm obviously doing things I'm not supposed to do.
Right. But
So-
we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Yep.
All good.
Excellent.
Yeah, with this game, the routing's so like specific that like small things like that can mess up the route, where you just have the wrong amount of Pikmin. But yeah, we just cloned a lot of wings, which is okay. I was supposed to block that. Oops.
Right. And this is our final type of Pikmin coming in here, which is our blue Pikmin,
Yes.
which is our swimmers.
Oh, to explain the story, so we got like the person we think's Olimar in the previous day, and he escaped again this day. And he actually, if you look at the top right, he stole all of our juice bottles because he likes food. That's it. Which you can't really blame him. I like food too.
Putting some yellows on that fence there.
Because I did that captain clip we got up here, this is the way to the boss area. Which, fun fact, there's actually another invisible wall right in front of it if you didn't get blues. That only disappears once you've gotten plucked a single blue. That's the reason you get blues at all in any percent, because there's just an invisible wall there. Alright, he's not in a great spot.
Again, more and more going on here at this point.
We'll just... Oh, there he is. I was like, I'm missing a rock. a rock Pikmin. There we go, another long whistle.
Long whistle.
Come on, make it. I did that little early.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah, I got
That's
all
it.
of them. All of them.
Good.
Yeah. So this is the Quackled Meyerklops. It's a really interesting boss, but before we trigger him, and also the cutscene of him actually spawning doesn't play until we switch back to that room. Fun little fact, we're just going to send Brittany back to the Blue Onion so we can work on that after this boss. Use
This
another
is the
spray.
cool boss.
Yeah,
There he is.
He's terrifying.
There he is.
The first time I saw this boss, I think this is the first boss of this skill in the game, or like in Pikmin in general. So the first time I played this game, I was like, oh my, he.
Yeah, he's a big boy. Yeah, there we go. And the tongue is lovely. Please, no tongues. Yeah, he's yeah. It's a fantastic. Again, beautiful graphically. Wing's getting going off there. Yep. There we go. We get up on here,
Yep.
and he's got eyeballs.
If you like the look at this game, reminder that this is a 2013 game.
Yes. Yes. And there's the tongue again. Ooh. There we go. And there it goes.
Okay, nice.
Very
Nice one cycle.
That was good. Very cool.
That boss can go horribly wrong, just so you know.
Yep. Now,
Put it in.
Oh, sorry, carry on.
You go on.
Yeah, the one thing about the winged Pikmin is, as you notice there, perhaps, is they are a bit slow. So when they're carrying fruit and stuff, they are a bit slow bringing it back because obviously they fly. So they'll be a bit
Use another
slower.
spray. I hate these guys
Ooh,
with a
these-
passion.
Yep, these crabbies. Yep. Ooh,
Okay, got him in time.
There he goes. Yeah.
You don't have much time to deal with him before he
Fruit
is a
off him.
problem.
Yeah.
One thing you've noticed is that I threw some rocks into the water. I have to do it. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
rocks.
chat.
They sing like
if
a
you
rock.
like rock
Yeah.
Pikmin, I like rock Pikmin. The problem is that we need more space to be able to grow the winged. I mean the blues. We just got the blues. So we're just making space for that, and it's faster to do. Oh, that's not a good location for that to be in. This can get stuck on the boss, and I'm just gonna take some time to make sure it doesn't.
There we go.
There we
Seems
go.
to right.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd rather take the extra couple seconds to make shit.
Of course.
Some fruit just gets stuck in this game. One thing that Pikmin are horrible at in this game is they are terrible at grabbing onto stuff. So if I leave any Pikmin behind, it could be because of that. Yeah, it's they're terrible at grabbing stuff, which is weird because this game's like in the previous game in the series they got it right. Pikmin 2 is Pikmin 2 is really good at the grabbing on. Blue just died. That's not good. We'll be fine though. Yeah, unfortunately at this point in the rocks are becoming not as useful. They're still useful, but we don't need as many of them. Sorry, guys.
Oh, there go the rocks. Oh, poor rocks.
They deserve better. Oh, don't go. Don't. Okay, that was almost bad.
Yeah.
See
Dropped
that?
it in the drink there.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, those little ghosts appear on the menu when they die on the map. Oh,
that's not what I meant to do. I want you guys. I don't want you guys. I can leave one more here and then go here. All right, now I need to pull out some reds. I think one of the most impressive things about this run for me is that I just know this by heart now.
yeah, there's so much going on. Honestly, I would never be able to memorize all the things that you have to do with this. It's fantastic. One thing that I do find very amusing, and I've pointed it out before, but I'm going to point it out again, is when you keep an eye on a little mini-map and you'll see when fruits and things are being moved back, you'll see them wobbling along as the Pikmin carry them. And I think that's absolutely fantastic. Right, we're going to use wings to get this out of here. Or start it on its way, anyway.
Here's a really cool weight puzzle that you're supposed to use multiple captains and Pikmin for. We have wings.
Yeah.
This, actually, I'll
Pikmin give you
put
wings.
2 up there. There we go. We only need 10 now.
Yeah, and you're supposed to be doing all sorts of things with this. And
Yeah, this
you
is
just
supposed to
throw 'em up.
require like 3 captains, I think.
Yeah.
But we have 10 wings. That's enough.
We've reached the stage now of the run where we are now in the cleanup phase, where we are now going around picking up all the fruit. We've basically finished the story up to this point, which is actually the final boss is technically open. And now what we're doing, however, is going back, revisiting the areas, and picking up all the fruit that we need, because it's the all fruits category.
Yeah, so we have everything we need now to be able to finish up the game. But we need to finish up all the areas now. I am kind of a bit low on sprays. I think too many reds got met their demise. There's like a couple enemies around. Okay, there's another one of these bosses. These are mini bosses, but we make quick work of them.
Yeah, there he goes.
So quick, in fact, I don't think we even really acknowledged the first one.
A little bit of fruit out of him as well. So. Grapes, and I absolutely love this because they pick up the individual grapes and they fly around with them, which is great.
That's inconvenient. I'm just gonna put wings on there. I should have probably done that differently. Never mind. Okay, that's fine. This fruit's just gonna come in a bit later.
There's the grapes, look.
Yeah.
They're on the way back.
Yeah.
Yep.
You made the comparison. This game kind of reminds you of like Lemmings, right?
Lemmings, yes.
Yeah, I feel like that specifically just really sells it.
I do definitely feel that there's, obviously it's not quite the same concept, but there's I would definitely say that Lemmings would have
that's
been
not
a...
good.
Oh,
Accidentally.
put them off there, yeah.
Yeah. I just want to make sure I retrieve the wings because I'm not going to switch back there. We're just going to put wings on that so we can put more Pikmin on this. Grounded Pikmin are faster, so we want to use grounded Pikmin if we can. We wish we had more sprays. I think we'll be fine though. That should be...
Check the fruits
Yeah.
here, 2, 4, 6, 8,
I've got
10,
14 now.
13.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go for it. Otherwise, I'm missing 2 fruit, and I don't believe that.
Yep. We should be on 23 after this.
Yeah. Yeah, we got the item. We'll see. We'll figure it out. One thing, I can memorize the entire route. What I cannot memorize is just how many fruit I need. It's one of those things like...
And there's our last onion absorption here. We're picking up the blue onion, and that's now we've got all of our Pikmin all together.
Yes, so now we will be we'll be starting the revisit section where we'll be going back to all the other areas to finish them up. There's no story really for these. The last thing we found Louis back. We actually figured out he's named Louis. We found that the real Olimar needs help in this area called the Formidable Oak. Pay attention to these names. While we throw it over to the host to maybe say a couple
go
words.
for it.
And we've got a lengthy cutscene here. If you want to read something out, all you. And if anyone wants to get a donation in, we'll be having like a couple more of these cutscenes.
Yeah, we need more donation juice. As we've seen, we get more than enough juice in game, but not enough donation juice. Yeah, we've got a bunch of amazing prizes. For example, we have game keys for Here Comes Nico and Zoetti. Both of these games, I believe, are gonna be run or were run during this marathon. And let me tell you a bit about these games. So, Here Comes Nico is the cozy 3D platformer for tired people. You play as Nico traveling across scenic islands. Make new friends, catch fish, solve puzzles, snack bugs, and more. Oh, did I mention that your boss is a frog? You can check it out on Steam. And there is also Zoetti, which is a turn-based roguelite, which is developed by Dusklight and published by Akupower Games. That it features a deck of playing cards used to create card combos and activate skills in a heat of battle, bolster your arsenal of skills and overcome the evil plaguing your land. Check out Zoetti on Steam. If you donate a minimum of 10 euros, you can win a game key for either of these games. For both of these games. So make sure to get a donation in if that is something that interests you. Back to you guys.
That's pretty good timing. So now we've unlocked the Formidable Oak, which is the final area of the game, but we won't be going there for quite a bit still because we still need all the fruit to save our hometown. Home planet even. A little bigger than town. So we're going back to the tropical wilds to finish it off. And no rain. So there's a 1 in 4 chance that we could get some rain. And so we're gonna be splitting up into 2 groups right now. Out of just from memory 10-60, then blues, right?
10-60, 18, yep.
Yes. Yeah.
There you go. Yep.
Thank you.
I'm looking for 14 fruit today.
So there's this fruit that you may have seen on day 4 that might have felt like it's just teasing you. It's just right here. It's like in the dirt. We're finally digging it up. So if that was bothering you, there you go. I'm just gonna get rid of this guy because there's supposed to be a fruit that's gonna path back here. So a lot of these days it's just gonna be chaos. Basically,
there's a lot going on. Again, multitasking here. So basically, we're just gonna sort of kind of point out a few things and just talk in general here. As you can see, the main objective is we're trying to bring all the fruit back. And the easiest way, the quickest way to do that is to obviously split up. And then you're designating different groups of Pikmin at different times to get your fruit back as quickly as possible. And yeah, there is a lot happening. The other thing that you need to be aware of is you need to make sure, obviously, that when the Pikmin are carrying the fruit, that there's no enemies that are going to intercept them or kill them. So that's a consideration as well.
That. This is where this is actually where we started out with the reds. This is where the red onion was. That's what the fruit is now. So we're actually doing something with all of the. Oh, that's the wrong captain. that happens to me all the time. So we're actually doing things with all 3 captains right now. So it's a bit crazy. I'm missing a Pikmin. Oh, am I? No, that's fine. I just didn't count. Didn't count correctly. Yeah, that one's grabbing on. Nice. Gonna use this bomb to get this out of the dirt.
Get this banana out here. Yeah.
In the meantime, we can charge onto that. And we'll charge onto you. Okay. And as you can see in the top right and bottom right, we're actually losing Pikmin. Which there's the Pikmin I put like 12 reds on. Like the fruit I put like 12 reds on. There's enemies along that route. So it's kind of planned that they die because it's quicker too than dealing with them. If that number goes below 96, then we have an issue. But it didn't, so we're fine.
Yeah, we only lost 3. So
I'm missing a... that could have been bad.
yeah.
I was missing a bomb.
A bomb there, yeah.
Some of us got stuck behind the wall. I'm glad I remembered.
Obviously, we're using the blues here for the water traversal, and we've got 1 winged with a bomb up the top there.
There we go. And then now...
4 grapes. There's the flying banana, which is absolutely fantastic.
Just going to quickly check that. Yeah, they're not here. Okay. So for this next boss, you're supposed to have, for this next mini boss, you really call it, you're supposed to have rock Pikmin. There's these flowers that you can toss Pikmin into to turn different Pikmin into different colored Pikmin. However, we have 2 bombs, and this is the boss fight. That was it. So bombs are pretty good in this game. All right, that's the wrong guy. No, it's not.
And you can
That's the
see
guy.
all the fruit now converging on the onion. If you look at the map, I just love seeing the fruit wiggling its way home. That's a lot of fruit.
It is. I'm just replacing the Pikmin here because I want to use the winged for other stuff. There we go. There's 1 more fruit up here that we need to use the wings for. Oh, the game was actually... Oh, no, that's bad. Okay. That's fine. Oh, there's a corpse in a way that they're locking onto instead. Okay, never mind. I was going to be like, okay, well, they're here, so they're not going to be an issue because those green enemies can, like... They could just, like, ruin your day. Is that moving? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. I'm going to put more Pikmin on that in a moment. So we're just waiting on the last things coming in now.
And again, when you see that the higher number, the top number being higher than the bottom number, that means that you've got more Pikmin than needed on the fruit, and it moves faster. And obviously, faster is good.
I'm gonna put ground Pikmin on this because it would be much faster. As you can just see, we need we have 14 fruit. That's what we needed. Nice. All right, and then now that's it.
That's it. Yep. And all the Pikmin are saved.
I thought I was leaving some behind, but I guess not.
There we go. Safe Pikmin. Excellent. Right, we've got more juice coming up here, so get some more donation juice in, please, folks. We've got Pop Darehead
One
here.
thing I want to point out is that I specifically wore a BSG shirt, but the camera angle barely cuts it off.
Well, I'm wearing my BSG shirt, and again, you can't tell because it's so far down. I feel like I'm hiding under here. The Sky's Delicacy, we've got some fantastic juice coming here. Dawn Pustules, don't they sound attractive? Delectable Bouquet. Absolutely love these names, by the way. They're absolutely fantastic. Velvety Dream Drop. That tastes nice. The Stella of Extrusion. Very nice. This is all made up with a different fruit here. The Face Wrinkler. Slapstick Crescent. Juice of Banana there. What else have we got in here? Zest Bomb. I do like some of these. These ones are fantastic. I have a Scaly Custard. That does sound fantastic.
One thing that's really good about Pikmin is like all the enemy names, all the names, just the names in general in these games are really good.
Yep, get some mock bottom in there. There we go. And as you can see, we've got 52 juice now. So juice really is not an issue.
51 now.
51, we've just used one.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, juice is not an issue at this point in the run.
Yeah, if you wanted to, we could do 51 more days, but then I'd be going overestimate by a lot.
Right, so we're now going to get set up for our next set of Pikmin and fruit. We're needing another 13 fruit on this level. And we're going to set up some Pikmin here. And these are very specific. So what we're doing is we're allocating specific numbers of Pikmin to one commander, and then basically the rest are going on after that. You can only have 100 Pikmin out at once. That was the difficulty difference. Less Pikmin.
Yes. Also, you can only have 100 Pikmin in the field normally.
Yeah, but there's less on the high difficulty.
Ultra Spicy mode has like this difficulty. Oh, it's raining. Let's go high.
Oh, very nice.
There's a 1 in 4 chance for any area, any revisit.
Alf needs 11 wings.
Yes, and then 30,
10, 27.
Okay, and then
rest. Yeah.
There we go.
That should be 120. Yep,
Yes.
that's it.
Perfect.
Yep.
Thank you.
And we're needing a 13 fruit.
All right. It's one of the more straightforward days, although it's still quick.
And the ambience of the raining, again.
Oh, actually, now that we're mentioning it, look at the fruit when you get an opportunity, because during the rain, they look wet. It's such a nice detail. So we need 5 on here, so they're at base later. And then, yeah, look at that fruit. It's just all wet.
The fruit actually has the sort of water droplets on it.
It's such a neat detail, dude. I love this game. I think Pikmin's just such an interesting concept. And we just got Pikmin 4 after like 10 years of no Pikmin content, so unless we count Pikmin Bloom. But do we? Do we really? All right. Thank you, BSG, for having a monitor that's bright enough for me to be able to see in the cave, because the TV in the hotel room didn't. So now I can just go into here.
It was very dark.
Yeah. These caves are really dark. And yeah, it was really hard to practice it in my hotel room. All right, another boss incoming.
Yeah, that fruit's on its way.
If you're a Pikmin fan, you know this guy. It's a Burrowing Snagget. He is in every Pikmin game. Every single one.
And he's not going to last very long.
He's not, yeah, that's it.
There
That's
he
all
goes.
you will see of him. We took quick work of him. I can put like 2 extra. Yeah, there we go.
I mean, there's somebody who doesn't really like fruit. I mean, be honest, the game makes these fruit look really, really, really good.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Honestly, I'm like, yeah, they look awesome. Would I eat them? No. And then we put you up here, and then you go back here. A lot of routing going on. We need the rocks up here to break this crystal, which will give us 2 more fruit. Yep. Or, well, I guess 2 pieces of 1 fruit. Yep. That's something that this game likes to do as well.
Yeah, but Kiwi there.
It's really important that we get as many Pikmin on these as possible. Yeah, Pikmin are terrible at grabbing on this game.
Yeah,
it's something that they just have not figured out.
There's sometimes they, that last one's just...
Okay, yeah, no, I'm just going to make sure that they do. Because this is the last fruit that comes in. If this one's late, it's... Okay, come on, guys. Guys. What the... Okay, well...
Oh, no, they're just not doing it today.
You know what? It's what it is.
Right, we're going to watch out for these frogs here.
Well, even... I didn't even notice. Even they... I'm not sure if they usually look that wet.
Oh, the frogs?
Yeah,
frogs are wet. Yeah, oh. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. But bombs being used there.
Oh. I heard a wink die. That's not good. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
We'll manage.
We'll figure it out. We'll manage.
That's the thing with this game, unfortunately. The numbers of Pikmin are very, very important at each point, and it's the types that's important. So if something dies, then it will either... Well, at the very best, it slows you down. At the very worst, it's...
That's what... Yeah, I figured. That's going to be a bit slow, but I have an idea. So... Oh, hold up. Well, actually, I can just toss him over there. I need you. And then with you, I can hopefully whistle you. A little bit of a backup here. Can I get you guys? Nice. Then we can get this moving. Because this is now going to be the treasure that gets in last. And we're going to put more wings on it. Okay. That's yeah, that's pretty decent backup. Now I just need to get these on the grapes. Okay, yeah. We're fine.
Yeah, doing good. Yeah.
That's something that happens in all fruits sometimes. Stuff that you're not used to just happens, and the routing gets all messed up.
You have to improvise that it will not always go the same way. You have to be on your toes a little bit with it, and again, keeping track of everything, and then having.
I need 13, right?
You need 13 or 14. Hang on, check.
I think 13.
I think it's 13.
Yeah.
It's 13. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I need to save as many of these as I can because I need them later. I'm gonna let this. No, never. I'm not gonna let that berry get in. Never mind.
What?
I hope I didn't leave behind that many winged because I'm gonna need a lot of wings.
And you need to get some blues here. Did you get the blues?
I did that last day. That was
that was last day.
Yeah,
Right.
I got him. I got him.
Sorry, I forgot about them.
All good.
Yep.
This is the day I need most blues on. So from now on, it's just I need like 10.
Hope you enjoyed the tremendous sniffer there. There you go. Lots of fruit.
The host has anything to say?
Yeah, go for it.
a moment before we start probably one of the more stressful days.
We are still running a bit low on donation dues.
Okay.
Nothing new coming in. Gotta make sure we're not starving in here. But yeah, we've got some amazing incentives coming up over the next few hours over the day. We've got Pokemon Red. You can name the Clefable. Currently leading is QT McCuteface with 25 euros. Coming back, we have Squid at 17 euros 33, Ouglet with 10 euros, and Hank with 5 euros. If Pokemon is not your thing, you can also name the character in Fire Emblem. Engage, leading with 30 euros is Squid. Trailing a little bit behind is Bovril with 15 euros. You can also choose the character in Fire Emblem Engage. Female has 1 euro attached to it. Male has no money attached to it at all. Also, in The Last of Us, we can choose if we want to high-five Ellie or if we simply want to refuse her. We are currently 5 euros in for high-fiving her.
20, 11, 15, 10.
Okay. Thank you. All right, we just started the revisit of the Distant Tundra. I love this. I love how this area looks. This is visually, I think, my favorite area.
And we're looking for 16 fruit here, and that will be all the fruit.
Yeah, so this we'll be collecting the last remaining fruit on this day. We have plenty of Pikmin.
Yep.
We're fine. Remind me that I can't really afford to lose that many rocks if I want to go fast on the final day.
Okay.
It could be a possibility that it just happens. So a lot of this is just going to be like just crazy routing.
Yeah. Again, what we've seen before, really, multitasking, different captains, different types of Pikmin all doing different things at the same time. It is a very, very difficult run to follow even. And to pull it off, to perform it, is very, very impressive. It is.
I got lost.
Right, okay.
All good?
Yep, all good. Yeah.
Oh, they were meant to go off this bridge. That's fine, though. I can just walk around it.
Take 'em. Yep. Okay.
Didn't catch that.
Got some fruit coming in already. That's good.
So we were on this section in, like, day 3. So we're just going to clean up what we left here. Oh, I need... Ooh, there we go. We didn't get Brittany with us, so we'll be grabbing her later with another long whistle. I'm a bit scared for this section. So, this is going to be the bull bear. Is he in the way? I don't know if he's going to be in the way.
Yeah, this is where these beasties can be a bit difficult.
There he is.
Oh,
he's
all right.
saw me.
He's
He
being
saw
nice.
me.
Oh, here he comes.
saw
Here he
me.
comes. Yeah, here he comes. Watch out. Oh, oh, no, he's turning around.
I have an idea.
Right, there you go.
Oh, that was a good idea. So he was close enough that the bomb that I used for the fruit also hit him, so I just threw 1 extra to get rid of him. Because I have a couple extra here that I can afford to use. He is in the way, though. That's fine, that's fine. So we just picked up some bombs for later.
Yeah, we'll be using the bombs in the final boss.
That's the next
I
day.
believe. Is it? Yeah.
That's not this day.
Oh, but yeah, we use them on the next day, though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, you don't keep them 3
don't keep
days.
them. Oh,
No,
right,
I'm
okay,
using them. I'm using this
using
day.
them here.
Yeah,
Sorry. Yeah. We'll be using bombs on the final boss, but we'll pick them up later.
Well, that's a bit. I don't know why I did that. That's a bit risky. Could have done it marathon safe. All right. I'm just gonna nail this boss.
Just little black cherry just flying away there.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, the winged are awesome here because we don't need to build the bridge. They just fly it over. That's awesome. Yeah, the winged are definitely the most OP Pikmin in the game. Okay, I have 1 extra bomb.
Oh, another Spooder. Spooder the Revenge here. Same deal as before. Blowing up its
Ooh, I got
feet.
really good luck. So from the eggs, you can actually get sprays. And there's like 2 drops right here.
2 sprays, yeah, the red drops.
That's
there.
actually more than I think I need for the rest of this run. But I mean, it's nice. I'd rather have too many than not enough.
Yep, and that's the second Spooder done.
I need to do some math. You know, I'm just going to put 6 on there. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, actually, no, that's perfect. All right. So now, because we have some bombs remaining, we can... well, I can just blow 1 up. Don't need that one. So now I just need to not miss this last one. That would have been funny. I have way too many Pikmin here. Okay.
Oh, and the fruits, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just toss 7 on there. You know what? Screw it. That's fine. All right. So now we're back here in the starting area. It's just there's a lot going on. It's a bit hard to explain. But we're about to do a really... Oh, don't hit my guys. Oh, he's safe.
Oh, yeah.
right.
Those particularly dangerous.
So this is going to be a really weird throw to get behind the beetle so we can hit the rocks here, or the rock here to get the fruit. There we go. Just because I don't want their... Oh, the rock's actually staying on the ground here. All right, we're gonna finish up this area now. I'm gonna try to save as many rocks as I can because I kind of need them. Everyone else is kind of disposable at this point, which is a bit sad to say, but it's the truth. It's the truth.
As you can see during this run, unfortunately, the poor Pikmin, they're only preserved as long as they're useful.
Yeah. In the name of speed, that's what we got to do. I saved like 4. That's fine. We're gonna put some extra Pikmin on here. I threw 1 too many. That rock is dedicated. Do we have all the grapes? No, we're waiting on the grapes. This was a fast day.
Yeah, we're doing all right.
Usually the grapes are already coming in at this point.
There's grapes. Just about there, I think.
That should be everything.
That's it.
Do I just... no. Screw it. I just took 2 second bombs for no reason. Oh, there was only 1 Pikmin anyway.
There we go.
I tried to save the 1. It wasn't there. I tried, guys.
So this is now on to the final day.
I don't want to put any pressure on myself, but I am on PD days.
Yep. Let's just keep, let's chill. We'll be good. So we're enjoying more juice here. Some Sunseed Berry, Velvety Dream Drop again. So the idea is this last day then is you now have to, well, you have a boss, don't we?
Yeah, there will be a final boss. The next area is something that I think Pikmin fans are a bit divided on. Some people like it, some people really don't like it. If you're one of the people that don't like it, then don't worry. We will make it significantly more interesting than it would have been beforehand. So the idea is that in this next area, we will actually find Olimar, who has our Cosmic Drive Key, which is the reason we can't leave the planet. So on top of we have all this fruit to collect to save our planet, we also have to save ourselves to be able to get home. And Olimar just happens to have the Cosmic Drive Key. But I guess we'll talk a bit more about the levels gimmick once we actually get there, because it will be easier to follow because you can just see it. But yeah, there's one more area left. One more day.
Yeah, we're doing very well indeed. Fantastic. Yes, I hope everybody's been enjoying the run.
All fruit retrieved.
Hey, we're fruity. Right, there
Best
we go.
ending in the game.
Yep.
We saved our planet.
Okay.
Except Pikmin 4 hints at the fact we didn't, but you know. All right, how many rocks do you have?
Should be 66 fruits.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice. Usually I have like 8 rocks to do the final level with, which a bit more is nice. It's not important, but it's faster.
And the gimmick of this final level, as you've said, is a little divisive.
Yeah, they tried to switch the gameplay up on you with this last level. Oh, it was already no. Okay, it was already selected by default. For some reason, that threw me off. Marathoners, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
Here we go. Head to the
Here we
Formidable
go.
Oak.
The Formidable Oak. I originally didn't really like this area when I first played the game, but the way we're gonna be playing it, I dig it. Yeah. So this area has no fruit, and we'll be finding Olimar at the top of this tree. And the idea is that we'll be doing a bit of a rescue mission, because in a moment you will see there is this gold blob right there who is watching over Olimar, who doesn't want to leave him. He is really protective of him. He even turned himself into a ball to protect him.
Yeah.
Just like, you know, but we break the ball and then we carry Olimar. But because we can't really go back the way we came, we have to go through this dungeon. Now, that ball became a big blob that's following you now, known as the Plasma Wraith. So the intended mechanic here is that you're playing a bit of cat and mouse with it. So Olimar will be following Brittany, who is a bit further into the cave. You'll see Olimar and Brittany in a moment, right here. And the idea is that you don't want the Plasma Wraith to catch Olimar, because then he will try to take him back to just the area we just saw. We don't want that. It's slow. Shouldn't be an issue though, because we have winged Pikmin we can just charge them continuously on this bag and they'll just push it down.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be a shortcut for later. So like this area is supposed to kind of be like a, you know, I guess a bit of a more of a puzzle level while you're just trying to keep Olimar safe. However, we'll be doing some stuff that definitely isn't intended.
What usage there? Yeah.
Ooh, that enemy is just like in a really good spot. I need a couple of rocks there, but I also want to keep some here because the only other objective, except for getting to the end here, is that I want to grab these bombs because they will make the final boss significantly easier. The final boss can be a bit random, so anything we can do to make it more consistent is really nice. Because otherwise this fight would actually take minutes, and now it should be a lot shorter with the help of the bombs. So we did another long whistle to get some Pikmin over here. This area is quite complicated. However, certain walls in this game are just a suggestion. So this route, if you run up it in a specific way, you can see it's also kind of slow. You can just run up the wall, so you can go out of bounds.
Defying gravity here.
Yeah.
There we go. Bit more out of bounds shenanigans.
Because I'm really fast, I'm going to try a different visual cue than I tried yesterday.
Okay.
Let's see if I can do this.
What we can do.
Worst case scenario, the Plasma Rave grabs Olimar instead, but here we go. There's Olimar. So if we stand right here, Olimar should just fly up there. You will just path out of bounds, because if you're close enough, Olimar will just go to you no matter where you are. I'm just going to, I don't trust the Plasma Rave, I'm just going to go over this first and then switch. Just a bit of safety. You can hear the Plasma Rave. The Plasma Rave can actually kind of clip out of bounds. He won't go that far, but like above that loading zone, he can just clip through the ceiling, and it's scary. The sound cheering in the background is Pikmin digging up the bombs that were in the dirt mount, and they should just be transported to the end of the dungeon here, because everyone gets transported here. For tech, time will be coming up really soon, actually. We'll be going very underestimate unless things go horribly wrong. So the moment the final boss dies is when time will be. So this is the Plasma Rave. What he decides to do is really random. He is this big blob made out of gold, and his main gimmick is that when you hit him, he will drop some of his gold, and that's basically his health. So he can suck it back up to heal himself. And we just want to try and not let him do that. He can be very random. He sucks some up. It's possible to kill him there, but it's really tight. Come on. Oh. Yeah. There we go. Come on, come on, come on.
Oh, come on, come on, come on.
Come on. Time.
Time. Woo!
Nice. That was a 1:15, like 55, I think. That is like a 2-minute PB.
Congratulations! That was a stunning run.
Everything went right.
Mate,
that was awesome.
Brilliant. That was so good.
Awesome.
Congratulations on that PB.
That's awesome.
Great.
I'm just going to skip through these cutscenes real quick so we can just talk a little bit while we have a neat little cutscene playing. Yeah, Pikmin 3 Deluxe is one of my favorite games. I love Pikmin. It's a good time. We allegedly saved our planet because we got all the fruit. And I say allegedly because it's, yeah. But yeah, we're saved. We took Olimar back home as well. We, you know, his plan is like on the way, something about that. I just want to say, this game looks amazing. If you want to try this game, Pikmin 4 came out, has a free demo. If you ever wanted to get interested, like, if you're interested at all in playing Pikmin 4 is very beginner friendly. It has a free demo. And it came out like 3 weeks before the event. So I really had to convince myself to play this game and practice for the event.
not play the new game.
Yeah, it's like, but Pikmin 4.
Yep.
10 years since it released. You know, it's 10 years since Pikmin 3 came out. Yeah, it's a good time. Literally a good time. That's a 2-minute PB.
Congratulations.
I'm really happy with that. Thank you for the commentary. You killed it.
Thank you for inviting me. Pleasure. I really enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. I hope everybody enjoyed the run. It was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, and I'm pretty much done here. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. That was awesome. That was a lot of fun.
Thank you very much. Cheerio for now.
I'll be back with Goof Troop tomorrow.
Thank you, RDV and Tiny Tim as well for this amazing run and the commentary. And congratulations again on that PB. Coming up next, we have Clover running... just a sec. Where did it go? There. We have Clover running quickly, quackly. This marks the end of my hosting shift. I will leave you in the hands of Russ. Until then... We will be right back after a short intermission.
See?